extremely tough defensive team, and it was a battle out there the whole night long. I thought both teams just went at each other defensively, and we were fortunate to get a little lead there in the fourth quarter and able to just kind of hang on to that.
Jeff, they were 4 of 26, I think, in the second half. Can you just talk about your defense? They were 60% in the first half.
Yeah, I thought, we talked about it at halftime that we gave up a couple of layups in the first half off the end of the press, and that they didn't get a whole lot in their half-court offense, and so we talked about making sure we got back on the press and then just trying to get in the gaps and keep people from driving to the basket on us.
Rachel, another strong night on the offensive glass, and especially in the second half. How big were those, to try to keep, Pius from able to set up anything on the other end?
I think that was really big for us to get going, get our momentum going, to get second shots, and be able to put the ball back in the basket.
Gary, I think the shot that broke it open in the fourth quarter was a three-pointer. That you missed a shot, there was another miss, and the ball seemed to bounce at your feet. Was it? Did you believe your fortune that was right there, and then you drained the three, I think, at that point?
Yeah, I think Casey ended up getting the offensive rebound maybe, or it came to me, and then I realized that I had space, so just was confident and knocked it down, and it gave us some momentum going into the fourth quarter.
What was tougher, that one or the free throw that seemed to hang on the rim there forever?
Oh, that, I don't know, I thought that was definitely going out, but somehow I got the lucky roll, so I don't know, probably the free throw. That was ugly, but it went in.
Gary, you weren't having your best shooting night, but you did seem to kind of take things over in the fourth. Was there any hesitancy on your part with some of those shots, or not at all, even though the ball wasn't falling for 25, 26 minutes?
I don't know, maybe a little bit of hesitancy, but I just had to be confident, especially towards the end of the game, because us seniors want this so bad. So we just came out as hard as we possibly could and finished the game strong. So we just all had to be confident, and that really helped us out.
How much did last year's kind of heartbreak impact on this one? The lead in the fourth quarter, they tied it up and you lost in overtime.
That one still hurts. I still think about that almost every day, and that just makes us come out and play that much harder to want to win it that much more. Especially being a senior, this is our last chance at it, so it really inspires us to work that much harder.
This is for both Carrie and for Rachel. What was different this year than in the second half, where you took a close ball game and stretched it to 11 at one point? What did you see as being the difference out there on the court?
I think that we just stepped up defensively. Our press, we ended up dropping out of the press, but our half-court defense was definitely solid, and we made them take the shots that we wanted them to take, and they weren't falling for them, so we just boxed out hard and got the rebounds. So I think just getting in the gaps and not letting them penetrate to the basket like we kind of let them do in the first half definitely slowed them down and gave us momentum going into the end of the game.
I guess, Peter, you want to comment on Rachel's performance in the third quarter when she just seemed to take over. Matkovic, I think, had kind of owned the inside in the first half. She didn't miss a shot and had 4 boards, but Rachel took over in the third quarter. Yeah,
we're always looking for Rachel inside, on our offense, kick it around, swing it, and then look for Rachel in the post. Or we know that if we shoot it and we miss, that there's a pretty good chance that Rachel's going to get it because she boxes out hard. She works so hard down there, and she really gives us those points that we really need, especially when the game's tight on the line like it was today. She came in and she came up huge for us, especially just those bunnies that she just got off of offensive rebound and she put them in and got us going.
Can you guys talk a little bit about, you talked about last year, but the last couple of years you've been close and not been able to get to this game. Can you just talk about what that means?
I think it's going to motivate us to come out harder and stay strong throughout the whole game, because all of us, seniors, juniors, and everyone want this so bad, and we've gotten close, and we just want to get it all the way.
Rachel, it'll be a tall order tomorrow night, 6'5", Cohen in the middle there. I know you haven't had much time to look ahead, but what kind of challenge will that be for you, and what do you think about her game?
It's definitely going to be a challenge, but I think it's something that our defense can handle, and we'll get a lot of help, and I think we'll be okay.
Jeff, you've been too quiet. This has been called a special team all year. Now they get a chance to prove it tomorrow night. What have you been most impressed with here this week? Super Tuesday, winning a close game with Franklin, and then tonight, ousting the defending state champion.
And these guys all year long have been just so consistent, so businesslike about coming to practice every night, working hard, and each game they've been ready to play, and that's a tough thing when you're talking about 16, 17-year-old kids, and I think that's our leadership from our seniors, and so it's, I mean, their maturity and experience is showing now.
One more question for the girls. I know your classmates, most of them are on spring break. What's the furthest away you've heard from somebody? Did you get any texts or Facebook messages saying